All right, so why cocaine, crack? I think they're the same, aren't they? Like just one's a powdered version, cocaine's a powdered version of crack, maybe. Is good for inflammatory diseases. So I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 1997, and other neurological diseases, obviously the blind one, so the eye thing, whatever. So I met a guy, girls, yeah. This guy's woo. You'd love to take him home to meet mommy and daddy, right? So I met him at the Dollar Tree yesterday. He comes up to me. He heard me talking with somebody in the store about multiple sclerosis. Somebody had asked me why I walk the way I do, like what's wrong with my right leg. I rarely get people to come up to me, ask me these questions, and that's where the talk of multiple sclerosis popped up in the store, and he tracked me down outside the store in the parking lot. So you should see me like I'm laying down a lot in my videos. There's kind of a reason for that. I've been hurting for the last more than 5 years with MS issues, but I'm just going as gentle as I can right now with MS. Not just the MS, but it's my life. So what's going on with regard to this inflammation stuff? Multiple sclerosis. Okay. Anyways, this guy, he's got multiple sclerosis. He says to me, "What treatment are you on for multiple sclerosis?" And he did all kinds of stuff. The needles, like for example, there's this thing called beta interferon. So you put a needle into your stomach, kind of thing. And then there's Avonex. I did that in the 1990s. You put that into like a big muscle. I did it in my thigh, different spots of my thigh. You can also do it in your glutes, and I think the arm, but that's a difficult one to get because you like this. So with that being said, anyway, this man. So anyway, multiple sclerosis is an inflammatory disease, autoimmune. Okay. So we got talking. Me and this man. He was diagnosed in 1995. I was diagnosed in 97. He's asking me what I'm doing for my MS, what treatment I'm doing. I'm like, hold on a second, dude. Now I may have had mine since '93. That's what I'm thinking, but just because the diagnosis didn't come out until '97, so we're talking, and he's bragging like, well, I'm self-medicated now. He's on weed. He says that helps my body not be in pain and blah blah blah. The reality is, I can't speak against this because he's doing pretty good. He's walking. Most people, 30, almost 30 years into this, there's no way they're not in a wheelchair. So, anyway, he complained that he only issues he's had is a few exacerbations throughout the past few years. He gets an exacerbations once every at least 18 months, and then, of course, he can't walk a straight line. He's complaining about that. I'm like, dude, I haven't been able to fucking walk a straight line since 1997. Seriously, ever since I got this MS, I haven't been able to walk a straight line. It's not even close. I put it on Facebook Live. You watch. I'll go ahead and do it. There's been times I've been able to do straight lines. Don't get me wrong, though. So I can do it sometimes. Kind of. So anyway, we got to talking a little more. I'm like, I don't think the weed's your issue. What other drugs are you doing, dude? I don't think the weed was helping you because here's the thing: the problem with weed is that it damages your nociceptors. What are nociceptors? It's like the very end of your nerves, okay? And these things like flake off, which actually kind of like it might be the reason why you have the MS. Now I've tried the weed. I've done it most recently, 2017. That's the number one prescription for it now, by the way. Number one prescription for no. The number one thing medical weed is used for is MS, which, by the way, it's not helping people. I'm just telling you right now. You can see the studies on it. Weed across the board is just, you look at all the stocks. There's a reason why the stock prices of all cannabis companies are down more than 90% since they came out. Big deal. It's a big total scam. It's a joke. But what does work, and I've said this for years, and I've never experimented with it, but I've experimented with the weed. It did nothing for me. It just made me tired, okay? That's what that did for my body, and I've got MS. He may or may not have MS. He said he did not have a spinal tap. He could have something else. I don't know. But whatever the case is, he's got something inflammatory going on. A reason why cocaine, I've always said, would be good for people with MS or most diseases, because especially cancer, it's inflammatory, okay? All diseases. It's an issue of, see, my eyes turned off this morning. Can't tell you. Wait, I think we're at 5:30. I ate something last night. And I don't know what it was. I can't figure it out. Maybe it's these Pringles. Eyesight turned off. My eyesight was so crisp and clear last night, and then all of a sudden this morning, it's just completely off. We'll figure it out. Probably a few minutes. So, I don't know, according to my research, I don't know if there's a better anti-inflammatory anything, even foods. There's a lot of good foods that are anti-inflammatory, such as, well, I do potatoes. That's really good. All green, like dark green leaf, arugula, spinach, kale, green leaf lettuce, even romaine is anti-inflammatory. Water is like the best anti-inflammatory. Yeah, you don't want to do like sugar. Obviously, cheese is really gonna. Milk, oh my God. Anything from animals, fish, birds, because it's high in saturated fat. Saturated fats cause your body to focus so much on digestion, and then that just doesn't allow your body to regenerate. So anyway, cocaine and crack. This guy did admit to me that he does smoke. That's what about cocaine. I wasn't thinking. I'm like, duh. I could feel it within him. He's doing something like like that. You can kind of feel it with people. He wasn't like fat or anything like most Americans. Most Americans are just fat and ugly people. That guy was ugly, but he wasn't obese or fat. So that's either meth or cocaine. But anyway, he said no, I don't do. He doesn't like to snort things. He says, but he likes his crack. So why would that work? Because it's the best diuretic, big time diuretic, cleans you out. Man, can you believe today is the 6th of June already, 2022. So it cleans you out. All that crap that he's eating from the Dollar Tree. Because I met him there, so he eats everything at the Dollar Tree. No, I was playing. I'll probably see him again. Like now we got all the crackheads and going to the Dollar Tree, when in reality, it's your fucking judges. You little fuckers. You police too, you fucking losers. All of you police. People think, police don't do any drugs, they get tested. Yeah, they get tested, they get thrown out of the force. Cleveland. You see it right there, put it cleveland.com, put in cocaine police. And they got guys getting thrown out the force because you're using cocaine. Right here in Daytona Beach. These little fuckers are using cocaine, getting thrown off the force. Judges. Don't go thinking that your $100 bill doesn't have any like cocaine on it, because it does. They're using that stuff to make their lines. Talk to the attorneys, they know. They snort cocaine with these fuckers. They're messed up people, man. So anyway, it's a great diuretic, and it's probably the best anti-inflammatory. It'll fuck you. It's got other severe side effects, so that's why you don't want to fuck with it. I mean, it's got the issues of you'll be addicted to it. You'll want to do other things too. I can't. As much as other people want to say that, especially women I've been with, and they want to try to get dollars off me because they're a bunch of fucking racists. They want to try to accuse me of being a big time drug user and dealer, like I'm doing all these other drugs, whatever that might be. Not just the pot a few times and alcohol, which I haven't done any. Okay, so the most recent drug narcotic I've done is cheese. Yeah, it's narcotic, and it's a hormonal drug. Cow's milk, cheese. So last time I did that was November 2020. Last time I did alcohol was August 21st, 2020. in Ohio. What a shithole state. Bunch of fucking alcoholics named Mike DeWine. John Kasich, I don't think he was an alcoholic, but he's still just a little bitch asshole motherfucker. I start talking about these fucking politicians, and I think about you when you think about drugs. You gotta go to look at your police and your judges, your sheriffs, obviously your elected officials, fucking politicians. They're vagrants, is what they are. All vagrants are using drugs. So I got off completely off way. Of course, I was going to talk about crack and talk about the other vagrants. Anyway, this guy, he says he's self-medicating. He's asking me what I'm using, what I'm, you know, dude, I'm not using any weed. No, I'm not. No treatment. He's bragging. He's self-medicating. It's not the weed. It's the crack that's helping him out. Anyway, he has these exacerbations every 18 months. Why don't I have exacerbations? I think it's because of my diet. I don't do birds, animals, or fish. So it allows my body to be regenerating. However, I've noticed the exacerbations I've had when I had issues with regard to the inflammation in my body from stress, specifically women in America. They're sick, outrageous people. And then, of course, another issue is I didn't have any exacerbations between obviously 97, probably 2000 to 2015. I've been so active. So when you get active, you got blood flow into your brain, like, and that's what your body needs, and oxygen obviously too. So that's going to keep you so healthy. I haven't been to the place sick since 2012. So this is my video about how crack is good for inflammatory diseases. Remember, one, it's good diet. I've already made videos about this, but now I have an actual clinical study. One person. There's no diet. There's no guarantee that he actually has MS. Him not being able to walk a straight line could be related to all other kinds of, not different kinds of other stuff. You're with MS, you really got to have inflamed spinal fluid, and of course your MRIs would show it. I don't think he's even had an MRI. I think I asked him what the MRIs show. There's certain things that are going to be seen in MRIs that you're not going to see in other types of neurological diseases. But he says that, neurologists just threw it right out there. They had MS. And people get to say shit like they've got this disease, that disease. I can make up this shit if I wanted to. But I posted stuff right on my Facebook albums. People say I'm not disabled. There's not too many people who say that agree that I'm disabled, which is cool. Because it shows that I'm doing really good with these things. This whole issue. But I can see that we're at 12 minutes. I think. What is going on with my eyes today? I'm telling you, I ate something. I just got out of the shower and there's some papers a lot of papers I got to sign today. That's why I mentioned that, what's today's day? Oh shit, today's June 6th, 2022. Well, papers regarding real estate and I've got to send some papers up to Ohio sometime this week. But it's Monday. So it was like Monday morning. I was like, well, knock it out and get it done. I'm still in the middle of physical therapy, and this physical therapy really is kicking my ass. New physical therapy. I've been talking about this a little bit. Don't do cocaine. Don't do crack. Don't do cheese. Don't do cow's milk cheese. I do cheese, but it's Daiya, D-A-I-Y-A. It's like made out of peas or something. Or like potato starch. I don't know what they're using. There's a reason why your body is desiring meth and cocaine, especially people with any kind of arthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. It's because your body is dealing with inflammation, and that's those meth and cocaine, crack. Well, meth is cocaine, crack. That those are anti-inflammatories, and the body just properly knows. And why also meth? More people doing meth because there's more heavy metals today in society than ever before. You've got it in the new fillings that they're using. You've got it in the veneers. It's called titanium, and then of course in the FDA is allowed. They call it vaccinations to not disclose that it's got mercury if it's got less than 5% mercury in as an ingredient, which EPA would come on and say, well, fuck you. If you got any bit of mercury anywhere, you're considered hazardous waste. I made videos about this already with regard to meth and why your body desires that meth. It's because of heavy metals in your body. It's the only reason why. And of course, inflammation, but you're going to desire more cocaine or crack kind of thing. It fucks up your dopamine receptors big time. And it's really got no other good benefit. There are benefits to these things. Weed, I guess, if you want to relax yourself, but the damaging effects are of weed, trying to relax yourself, because it does ease your, and same with alcohol. It's a depressant, like basically, on your nerves. It gets you away from reality, which is in this country they're encouraging you to do drugs. Your judges, your churches, your police. There's a guy I know of. He stayed right here, not on this because he wasn't here. Well, he never slept on this, but I'm looking at the. I don't take the air out of it, the air mattress. He's been here before. He had a case. They dropped the charges against him for possession of cocaine. First time offense. Down by J Store in Daytona Beach. Dropped it. It was a felony charge against him. He had nowhere to go, so he stayed here for quite a while. I mean, the rule is, if they got 3 days, he'd leave for 3 days, go stay at a hotel, come back here. Kind of start to use that system then. But these people are just a bunch of fucking users. Are we running along again? Oh, way long. We're out.